Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So we are going to pass on to the last organ system of the eagle's apparatus, that is urinogenital system. Uh, the urinogenital system, that is the excretory system and reproductive system together. Okay. Um, since these two, the excretory system and the reproductive system, they share a common ducts, some of the common ducts. That is why it is being put together. Okay, and these two systems together it is referred as the urinogenital system. So this is the figure which shows the urinogenital system of male and female mullet, and you can see in the case of the excretory system, first we will see that is here they have a pair of kidneys. Okay, both the male and female it is the same, so we'll speak about the excretory system in common. Okay, so they have a pair of kidneys, right? And these kidneys in the towards the posterior you can see it is fused to form a single structure, but anteriorly that it is separated, right? And this two together it forms a common structure towards the posterior. Now the kidneys, it can be divided into two parts. The anterior part, it is actually non-nephric, or you can see, you can say that it doesn't have any what you call kidney function or the filtration function. Okay, it is known as a non-renal part. Okay, this is referred as a non-renal part. Okay, anterior part. While this part is the renal part. Okay, that is which do have a proper role of kidneys. Okay, so each of the kidney can be divided into non-renal anterior part and a renal posterior part. Okay, non-renal anterior part, in the case of male mullets, they do have a role in reproduction. Okay, as a what you call reproductive system, genital system. Okay, while in the case of females, the non-renal part is functionless. Right. Now, regarding the renal part, from the along the okay, since each of the kidney is composed of non-renal and renal part, it has been given the name. Such kind of kidneys have been given the name opistonephric. Okay, opisto it means behind or posterior, and nephric obviously it represents the kidney, isn't it? So here it is the opistonephric type of kidney. Fine, OPISTHO, opistonephric. Okay. Now, leading backward from the posterior part of the kidney, you can see here, where it is. Okay, here you can see there is a duct. Okay, it is the two urinary ducts, and these you can see that it can be termed as left and right urinary duct, and this posteriorly it joins together and form a common urinary duct. Okay, and this common urinary duct, as it runs posteriorly, it expands to form the structure known as urinary bladder, and the bladder further it leads into urinogenital sinus. Okay, and this urinogenital sinus it opens out by a urinogenital opening or aperture. Right, it is usually very close to the anus, posterior to the anus. Okay, a cloaca is absent. What you call anus and the urinogenital aperture it is separate. Urinogenital aperture it opens directly instead. There is no cloacal structure. Okay, now with respect to the so I hope it is clear. Okay, so we'll just summarize it. It is composed of the excretory system is composed of a pair of opistonephric kidneys. Opistonephric in the sense the kidney can be differentiated into two parts, that is anterior non-renal part and posterior renal part. Now in the case of mullets, we can see that the posterior part of the kidneys are fused together while the anterior part of the kidneys are free. And from the terminal part of the renal part of the kidneys, urinary duct arises. The left and the right urinary duct, it joins together to form a common urinary duct. It runs posteriorly, and there it expands to form a structure known as urinary bladder, which continues to the urinogenital sinus, and then further. So urinogenital sinus, you can see till here, till the urinary bladder, it is completely like excretory system, but from urinogenital system it is a combined part, reproductive as well as the excretory part together. The urinogenital system continues to open to outside by urinogenital aperture, and this is actually the same in male and female. Now with respect to the genital organs, okay, now in the case of male reproductive system, it is composed of a pair of testes. You can see a pair of testes, and each testis it is suspended from the body wall by a fold of peritoneum, a membrane which is referred as mesorchium. Okay, sorry, and leading from each testis are numerous smaller ducts uh, through which the sperm moves out through the seminiferous tubules, and these smaller ducts are referred as vasa efferentia. Okay, vasa efferentia. It is EFFERENTIA. Okay, vasa efferentia. And all these vasa efferentia of a particular testis, it joins together to form a single sperm duct. It is referred as the vas deferens. Okay, so you have the right and the left vas deferens, and this right and left vas deferens, it joins together to form the common vas deferens, which opens into urinogenital system. Urinogenital sinus. Okay, so we have the seminiferous tubules, which composes the testis, and from the seminiferous tubules arises the vasa efferentia. All the vasa efferentia of a particular testis, it joins together to form a single sperm duct, or it is otherwise known as vas deferens. The right and the left vas deferens, it joins together to form the common vas deferens, which opens into urogenital sinus. Okay, so this is the vertical reproductive structure in the case of male mullet. Fine. Now, in the case of female, and one more thing is like in bony fishes, most of the bony fishes, they don't have any copulatory organ. Copulatory organ, it is an organ which is used for introducing the sperm into the female body. Okay, such a structure was there in the case of cartilaginous fishes. We named it as claspers. I hope you remember. Okay, in the sharks and all. Okay, but here it is absent. Now, with respect to female reproductive system, we can see. Okay, there is a pair of compact, massive, saccular ovaries. Okay, and this occupy the posterior part of the body cavity. Each ovary, it is suspended from the body wall by a peritoneal fold, which is known as mesovarium. Okay, there is a membrane, right? It is held in position with the help of mesovarium, which connects the ovary with the body wall, right? Now, leading from each ovary is oviduct. You can see a pair of oviduct over here. It like joins together to form a small, what you call common oviduct. Okay, and this opens into the oviducts, the common oviduct. It opens into the urogenital sinus. Okay, and it opens out through the urogenital aperture. So this is with regard to the structure of urogenital system. Now, mullet is oviparous. Most of the fishes are oviparous. The female, they lay or discharges large number of eggs, and the male discharges the sperm to water. Okay, and the sperm, the mass of sperms it released, it is known as milt, MILT. Now, fertilization is thus external. That is, eggs are released, the sperms are released above that, and the fertilization is external in water. Eggs are heavily yolked because the whole embryonic development, it requires energy and the nutrients, and this it is provided by the yolk laden egg. Okay, and such heavily yolk laden eggs are referred as megalecital. Okay, MEGALECITHAL, megalecital eggs. Okay, now the development is direct without any larval stage. Direct development means without any larval stage, it just grows in size, right? While indirect developments with a larval stage, as we saw in the case of metromycin, right? In the case of mullet, it is without any larval stage. The newly hatched young ones are just 2 to 3 millimeter long, and they are that at that stage the young ones are referred as fry, FRY. Okay, a fish fry, not the other fry. It is FRY, which is a smaller uh, newly hatched young one. Okay, and these fry, they grow in size to almost 5 to 15 millimeter long, and at that stage it is known as fingerling. Okay, fingerlings, which grow to sexually mature adults in about 2 years. Okay, so that is a fertilization and development. Okay, so with this we are coming to an end about mullets. I hope all those organ systems were clear. And if you need any notes, please do message me so that I can just share it with the notes. Mullet, the part is not available in any of the normal textbooks, so you may have to depend upon either Ekampranath Iyer or any other such kind of reference books. Okay, so if you need the note, you can just message me. Fine. Okay.